Hi, Jim and Lynda Lloyd here with Everyday Orlando. We are a husband and wife real estate team from Horizon, West Florida.
That's right. And we are so excited today to tell you more about this place called Horizon
West.
So if you are thinking of moving to the Orlando area, you might find it very overwhelming. There's such a great big area. There's so many different communities. We hope that you'll consider Horizon West, but we've put together a short quiz for you to take, answer a few questions. You can find the link in the description below in our video. Take that quiz and answer these questions. It'll recommend what might be the best fit for you as far as a community goes. One of those communities is Horizon West, and we really feel like this feels like home.
This feels like home for us, and we just want to talk about why it feels like home for us.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that makes this community so unique is that it is growing, that it's a master planned community that has had a lot of thought and intention put to it. It makes residents feel welcome.
Right.
And so if you're moving to the area, you're going to find a place in Horizon West where everybody else has also moved to the area.
Just moving to the area. So one of the things that I loved in the beginning of our process of looking in this little area was that so many places other than that, like again, it's a perspective and what you like, but if you're looking in some place like Claremont, great area, Groveland, we were out, people have lived there their whole lives. Now generations are there, you know,
yeah.
they've lived, their kids are now looking, and that might be appealing to you, but what I loved was that Florida also has so many people that are just moving here and relocating to this area. And Horizon West is that. You couldn't live here for 20 years. It wasn't here. It was all citrus farms. So now everybody's kind of like you. Everybody's relocating, and it's kind of really exciting to be in on that groundbreaking, on that growth.
Yeah, so really, there are a couple things we want to share with you today. The first thing is there is this great resource, the Horizon West magazine. The 2025 issue has just been released, and we've partnered with Horizon West magazine because we're such fans of not only this as a resource, but of Horizon West as a community. And so you'll find an article by us inside the magazine. It's called out on the front cover, Living with Disney in Our Backyard. And so take a look at that. We would love to mail you this magazine. Mm-hmm. So if you take the quiz or not, send us a text or an email with your home address and your name. We'll get a copy of this out to you, because inside it, you're going to find a lot of just great resources, right? Mm-hmm. So in the magazine, there is a Horizon West map in general, and then there are maps of each village. Now, I think the first thing is, what is Horizon West?
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Because it's not necessarily its own city,
right?
But it is a census designated area. So the U.S. Census is going to keep statistical data about Horizon West,
right?
But it's an unincorporated master plan community that covers kind of the southern part of Winter Garden, mm-hmm. and the western side of Windermere. So it incorporates those two areas. It's in the zip codes of 34786 for Windermere and 34787 for Winter Garden.
Right, correct. And one of the other things you're going to feel when you're looking through this is just the camaraderie.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get a rich taste. People are coming here.
There's a great sense of community in the area. And so we wanted to kind of step through the magazine as well as share with you some insights into Horizon West.
Right.
I think, again, it is confusing if you're thinking of moving to Florida. You've narrowed it down to the Orlando area. We highly, highly recommend that you check out the Horizon West area. And there are some great resources where you're going to be able to figure out and find information about Horizon West more so than
I think
really
more so than anywhere
area.
Else. You're going to find you have the Horizon West magazine here. You have you have Facebook groups.
The Horizon West Happenings Facebook group is an awesome group that's both online and in person. They organize events for the community, things like the Horizon West Flavor Fest. They had a Pet Fest.
Yeah.
They have Horizon West Fest coming up in March.
And they do it so well.
They do it awesome.
Like, I think maybe it's, I always say this, but maybe it's because of the proximity to Disney, or to the theme parks, to Universal. They don't just do things small and you have your like, kind of like,
that's true.
You know, festival. You have, it feels like like the events are events that are really well done, well put out there. You have what looks like Disney cast members or Disney, like people that are volunteering their time to put together the same type of quality that you would find in these theme parks. You know, you're going to compare it to that anyway. So it, you know, it's just really cool.
I think it fosters the sense of community that you'll find in Horizon West, because it's led by these great organizations that they're created by people that have also moved to this area.
Right.
So they've gone through the process of, you know, one of the things in the magazine, it says, find your people.
Yeah.
And you can find your people here in Horizon West from wherever you are in the country.
It's just really cool. It's a great atmosphere of everyone really is supportive of one another. You know, you have small businesses supporting small businesses, and what we mentioned, the Facebook groups, or the Horizon West happenings. It's very active because there's so much input in it, because people really want to see the area succeed.
And there's a developing sense of pride.
Yeah, because you're in on this groundbreaking.
And so the area started being built following some of the freezes, the weather events in the 1980s, where these thousands of acres of citrus farms lost their entire crop.
Right.
It unfortunately put a lot of those farmers out of business.
Right.
And in order to use the land here, it started to be this master vision, this master plan community for Horizon West and the villages. It's 32 square miles.
Yeah.
Like, that is a huge land area.
Right.
Right. And just thousands of acres.
It doesn't feel that big when you're here, though, I'm going to say, but it is.
There's 5 villages. They've been being built since the late 90s is when the first villages started being built.
Right.
And now really Ovation is one of those kind of villages that's just starting to be created and evolving.
Right.
Along the way, there have been multiple new public schools built, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools. Windermere High School was built in 2017 and opened doors to its first class of students. Then Horizon High School was built and opened to its first class in 2021. And there are more planned, but there's a high cost to bringing those schools, obviously, just the construction costs, hiring all those teachers, but keeping pace with the population growth.
Right. But that is even something that was talked about in this, is the great school system that are here, Yeah,
the great schools that are here is all part of it. There are approximately 60,000 residents in Horizon West now, which makes it a very sizable city and area. And so as we kind of go through here, one of the things that's kind of right across from our full page
in the
magazine, but what do you love most about Horizon West? And I think by calling out some of what other people think and why they like Horizon West, really gives, hopefully it'll give you a sense of why this area is so nice.
Why it's so magnetic here. Like, why is it so magical? Like, I joke and say, oh, it's the most magical place to live because we have Disney in our backyard, but it even goes beyond that. It really is a magical place based on the people that are here. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see this on page 12, but what are some of the reasons that people think that they love the most about Horizon West?
Of course, the fireworks are here. And
Disney fireworks. You can pretty much see the fireworks from just about anywhere. We had a recent post in Horizon West Happenings about where the best view for fireworks is.
Yeah.
And honestly, you could see them from a lot of places. One place that I noticed the other night, which I think would be a great place to just go, is there's a parking garage right in front of the Sinopolis movie theater.
Yeah.
You could go on the second floor of that and you'll just have a great view of the fireworks.
Right. And so you would also, if you were sitting in any of the places there, the restaurant in there, the Homestay Brewery, you're going
to have it right there. So so that's one great thing.
Yes.
There are a lot of organizations, and one of the ways you could find your people is getting involved and getting involved in organizations. And so there are groups. The Horizon West Rotary is a very active group. The Horizon West American Legion has been, I'm a veteran, so I'm a part of the Horizon West American Legion. The American Legion here has been gaining so much accolade and awards because it's so different than most other places. As a newer community and as one of the newest posts of the American Legion, it's been innovative because they don't have a building.
Right.
They don't have the American Legion Lodge for people to go to. So they've been creative and more so going out to the community. Last year, the Legionnaire of the Year came from the Horizon West American Legion post.
Wow, that's
which
really
I think
cool.
is really kind of cool.
Yeah, that is.
But within Horizon West, there are so many different organizations and groups of people. There's a whole list of them in the magazine and blog posts about it on the horizonwestmagazine.com website that we hope you'll take a look and just see the different types of groups that you can be involved with.
Yeah, I mean, we can't speak enough to just, you probably heard us, like, it should be like a count the amount of times that we said community, because that's
right.
just, I think if I had to sum it down to one word that describes Horizon West, it's going to be a community, because it is so rich in that, and it feels like home. You're finding your people. Everyone is coming together. It's a very supportive environment, and it's definitely one of the places that we recommend the most.
It's also really cool to be a part of living history, I feel like.
True.
Right? Because this area is growing as we're living in it.
Right.
The new communities are being built, these new construction communities, and there are several. We have a list of them in the magazine as well. In the article that I wrote,
Right.
It highlights some of those new construction communities. But along with that, one of the features of Horizon West Villages is kind of this mixed use commercial and retail space with residential space. So you'll find all of these great little shopping areas that have sprouted up. The Hamlin Town Center has where Homestay Brewing is, where the Sinopolis is, has a Publix, has some great restaurants. And under construction right now is Tiger Woods Pop Stroke, which is going to be this great entertainment venue, miniature golf on a whole other level of miniature golf. And it's just going to take that area, really, it's going to skyrocket.
Well, and so that's part of it too, is yes, you know, when you're coming into something new that is still being developed, there's going to be some growing pains with that. And you have to realize that this is a master plan. It's still being worked on. There is new construction all over. There is homes being built still in most of the villages that you are living. There's resale and there's also new construction still happening. So with that comes a little bit of growing pains. So you have to be patient, but also with that is going to come great growth. You know, as this becomes more
growth in your home values.
And your home value, like the equity that you will be building, because you're getting in at this starting point. Like, I wish we could fast forward in some kind of like time thing to see what the values would be, you know, 5 years from now, when there's even more built around here, when, you know, Epic Universe opens up even, you know, or, you know, the Olympus project in Claremont, you know, because we're within minutes of that as well. So there's just so much growth that's happening in here. Not only are you getting in on the groundbreaking start of it, which feels really cool as far as finding your people, but if you're talking value for your home in the future, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we'd love to mail you this magazine, because especially if you're interested in moving to Horizon West, the resources that are in here are terrific.
Yes.
Understanding the area is going to really help you. We're going to put on screen here this Horizon West very basic map.
Yeah.
But it lays out the villages. And what I find really interesting, and you'll see on the map here, is that Horizon West is kind of built all around the Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So you'll see right underneath here, you'll see Seven Seas Lagoon, you'll see Bay Lake.
Because they own so much of the property that can't be developed. And then there's Horizon
Disney
West.
Property,
yes.
And then Horizon West is
right
so
it's
outside
right outside of it.
So just within the past couple of years, Flamingo Crossing has grown up. It's sprouted a Target, a number of restaurants in that area. The college program housing for Disney's college program in that area. And now if you go along Hartsog Road and the Ovation Village, you're going to see just new community after new community in what's called Ovation. So there are a lot of these new construction communities that say at Ovation.
Right.
And those are some of the communities that are the closest to
within
the Disney
minutes.
properties.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking and you see it's at Ovation, it's Silverleaf, it's
and you hear how confusing
Lake
this can
Star
be.
at Ovation.
Yeah.
It's all of these things.
It's
right?
all of them. There's so many.
There are a lot of them.
Which is why it's important to have somebody that you can talk to that can help guide that process for you. This magazine and these maps will make it a little bit more, it's a visual that will help you process exactly what's going on here. Because you can see the intentionality behind it too. Like you can see like it is a very active community. They're all connected. All of these villages that we talk to that are talking about that have all the new construction and the new builds happening are built to be connected, to promote walking to each other. You'll see kids riding on scooters. If you go in the morning, that's how everybody's going to school. You know, they're riding their scooters. They're bike riding with the family. It's a very family-oriented, active lifestyle here.
And we're recording here today just outside of our office in the Summerport community. It's part of this area which has some small stores, office space, and one of the things you'll find in each of these villages is its own Publix.
Yeah.
And I think what's interesting is kind of the competitiveness of whose Publix is nicer, better, more convenient, has a better selection. And
I love our Publix.
The Waterley Publix is only about 2 years old now, and that's a great one.
It's like a whole cafe.
It actually has an upstairs dining area, cafe. But there's also a really great one, Hamlin Town Center, again by Homestay Brewing and Ford's Garage and that whole area. So that's nice. There's a Publix right here in the Summerport area in Seidel. So you're going to
You won't have to drive far for your shopping, your grocery shopping.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's really good. I also think it's really interesting when you move to a new area and you are involved in church or you want to find a church, that might be something important to you. Horizon West is growing, and so there are a lot of churches that are currently meeting in the middle school auditorium or the high school gym, and they're growing, but you'll see signs that they're building. Future home of Horizon West Church, as an example, in different places. So in the magazine, there's a whole section that's devoted to houses of worship, and you can maybe get a feel. So if you're coming down to explore the area, you're coming down to spend a week or two in order to see if this is a good fit for you and your family.
And you opened up to the page about the library, like Horizon West is getting their own library. Like, how exciting.
Well, and if you're over here over the weekend, you can maybe check out some of the churches, follow the links, and then you could attend church while you're here and go to them. There is a Horizon West library that's coming that'll be here within the next year or two. It's going to be, because it's so new, it's going to be very cutting edge.
Yeah.
And that's going to be
As
great.
with everything else here.
There's a new regional park coming to Horizon West. That's also going to be very large, very cutting edge, have a lot of activities and fitness activities and trails and all kinds of different things that you'll see in it. You'll also see advertisements throughout the magazine for restaurants and places to eat. You'll see a whole, on page 56, school guide. So each of the schools with their phone number, you can then Google and look up the schools. There's public and private schools. And so you'll really be able to dig into that. So this, again, is such a great resource. We want to highly recommend that you give us a call.
Just reach out, give us a call.
And we can send you a copy of it. You can go online. You can visit their website.
Us, hey, we want this magazine. We'll send it right out.
You can also go to Horizon West Happenings and check out their Facebook group. There is another magazine called The Local for Winter Garden. It kind of encompasses Horizon West, Winter Garden, a little bit of Claremont. That's another great resource. I don't remember ever seeing magazines like this in other places that we've lived.
Yeah,
specifically for the community.
Yeah, I think part of that could be the fact that we notice it more here because we're actually a part of it. And like moving to this area now, you actually become part of that growth. So it's not just a matter of talking about something that's been there forever and you know, people kind of know already what they're getting usually because they have somebody that they know that have lived there for years. But here, it's so new that you're kind of aware of more things like this and the value that it has because you're able to see and we're part of that coming together.
Yeah.
Just being able to focus on this area and help people move to this area and be a part of this cutting edge. I mean, this is just, the location is amazing.
Yeah. So we'd love to be part of your journey. We'd love to help you find your home here in the Horizon West community. If you have appreciated some of the information that we're sharing with you, give us a like and hit the subscribe button so it helps our channel reach more people who are also in the same position as you and looking for a great place to call home in the future.
If you have any questions, write them in the comments. We would love to answer. Obviously, you can know we love talking about this area.
Yeah, yeah. And again, we'd love to send you this magazine. So send us your address, we'll send you a magazine, and we hope to be a part of your journey. We hope to talk and meet with you soon, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.